Hi, I'm Samantha Harrison, the owner here at Yoga Strong Studio, and today I want to give you one simple stretch that you can do at home to improve your flexibility, which is the #1 reason why people start yoga. So all you need at home is a strap or a belt or a scarf. Really, anything like that could work, even a towel. You're going to start lying down on your back, and you're going to take whatever you're using, your strap, your scarf, or your belt, or your towel, and just loop it around your right foot and have it in the air like this. Now, if your leg isn't straight like this, it's okay. You could also take your leg a little further away from you. You could keep your leg bent on the floor, which I would suggest, especially as your hamstrings loosen up. If they're tighter, you're probably going to want to keep this foot on the floor. If you want a more intense stretch or you have looser hamstrings, then you could go ahead and stretch that leg out. I'm going to keep my leg bent. And then we're just going to relax and breathe right here. And I'm timing us here. So we're just getting this stretch in our calf, in the hamstring, holding and breathing. When you stretch, you want to make sure that you're not stretching to the most extreme position. So you should be able to easily breathe. You shouldn't be overly tensing in your shoulders or your face. On a scale of 0 to 10 intensity-wise, the stretch should be at about a 4 or 5. If it's a lot above that, then you might want to back out, because that generally tells your nervous system that it's just a little too intense and it'll make things tighten up. So we don't want the stretch to be too overly intense. Take a couple more breaths. Try to breathe in and out through your nose. And again, just signals to your body to relax, to release its grip on the muscles. And then from here, we're going to add a stretch for our inner thighs. So you're going to put the straps in your right hand, let this right leg go out. You're going to keep the left hip off the floor, so you don't want it to roll up like this. You want to keep it down. You might even straighten out the left leg. And then again, just hold here. So now we're stretching the inseam of our leg and just taking it out as far as it feels good for you. Again, you don't want the intensity of this stretch to get too high. You want it to be just a really nice, gentle stretch. And take a couple more breaths. Good. Now slowly bring that leg all the way back in, cross the strap to the other hand. Keep your right hip on the ground and take your leg across a little bit. This is stretching an area called our IT band, which is a muscle and a connective tissue that runs all down the outer part of the leg, stretching that out. Again, you're just trying to relax as much as possible here. And then reaching the right arm out to the side. Now we're going to allow this right hip to come off of the ground as we go into a twist. And you're trying to keep your right shoulder on the ground. It may or may not happen, especially if your back is really tight. So we're going to feel a stretch in the outer hip, in the leg, up into the lower back, even possibly across your chest on the right side. Holding here, and again, only go over as far as it's good to you. So if you want to stop, say about right here today, that's perfectly fine. As everything loosens up, you'll be able to go further. And then slowly come all the way back up. Now we'll take the strap off of that leg, lower it down, put the strap to the side for a moment. Oh my goodness, I'm always blown away every time I do this. So just feel it's like you've got a longer right leg. If it feels like your pelvis has just dropped and is sitting heavier on the floor, noticing that difference. And then we're going to do the other side. So let's bend the legs and find your strap. Loop the strap around that foot, holding here. Relaxing through your shoulders, relaxing through your face. And again, you might just notice the difference in your two sides. This side feels a little tighter. Maybe stretching the right leg out, just depending on how it feels. Again, if it's approaching that 5, 6 intensity level, you definitely don't need to make it harder. So a lot of times people mistake intensity or pain even for something that's good. And we do need to push through discomfort, but we don't want to push through pain, and we don't want to push our body into a place where it has to hold the breath. We want our body to be able to relax. If you're pushing against that and pushing yourself too much, then your body's not going to improve flexibility-wise. It's just going to tighten. Now let's put our straps into that left hand. Open the leg out, maybe stretching the right leg out, keeping this right hip on the ground. Breathing right here. And then slowly come all the way back up. Place the straps into the opposite hand. Keep your left hip down on the ground. So you don't want this outer hip or this half of your pelvis to come up. You don't want it to lift like this. You want to keep it down. As you take your leg across, again, we're getting this stretch into our IT band. Big, big, big stretch here. All on the out seam of that leg. Maybe pressing this outer hip away from you a little bit. And then you can reach the left arm to the side. Let that hip come up as we go across. Maybe look toward that left hand. Take a few deep breaths here. Noticing where you feel this stretch. Again, you might feel it in the glute, in the leg, in your back, in your chest. Just noticing. And then let's take another full cycle of breath here. And come all the way back up. And we'll take that strap away. Again, just stretch out your legs, feel the difference. Whew. All right. And if you do that once a week, every other day, at night, or just find a routine where you can do that stretch regularly, I promise you your flexibility will increase. I hope this is helpful, and we can't wait to see you again in class. Take care.